Yo, so episode 5 of Power was fucking bananas. So we just gotta get right into the episode. Let's go. So the first thing we see is Holly in questioning, and she's in there tapping her foot frantically. That bitch is nervous. She's trying to play it cool on the outside like she ain't beat, but the bitch is really bothered. Angela, pale ass, just dying to get in there and question her, but her boss is like, no bitch, fall the fuck back, because you know Tommy, so this is a gray area for you, and plus your ass still on probation, so bitch, I'm gonna need for you to have several. So as soon as the detective come in, Holly immediately stops tapping her foot. And so as he's questioning her about her past criminal activities as a petty theft, she immediately tells him that, you know what, I'm not a snitch. So basically, you are trying me for nothing. So the detective informs her that he knows about the last crime that she committed back in Ohio, and that she skipped town before her sentencing. So basically, this bitch is a wanted woman. He tells her, either work with us or take your ass back to Ohio and face the fucking charges. I'm like, send that bitch on the first bus out of here, because I can't stand Holly. Nobody can stand Holly. Sayonara ho. Then we switch to Ghost at the hotel, and this nigga still being a soft ass nigga. He in the room checking his phone. He all rummaging through the recent call list. Ain't nobody called this nigga. Angie ain't called him. Ain't nobody from the house called him. Shit, ain't nobody called this nigga but a bunch of unknown ass number, a bunch of telemarketers. So he calls home and he gets hit with that nigga, you've been blocked message, and he's pissed. So he calls the house. He calls Tariq's phone from the hotel phone. And so Tariq doesn't answer, because probably that nigga's at school, but knowing Ghost, he don't probably know what time the nigga go to school, because he don't know shit about his kids. So he leaves Tariq a message just basically telling him he's proud of him for winning the science project award, whatever that shit was that he won at school using them Gucci boxes, and that he loves him, and to let Raina take baths first, because you gotta be a gentleman and shit. Basically, he tried to just tell us that Raina ass stink and she needs to get in the bathroom as soon as possible. So a paper is left outside of Ghost's hotel door, and he picks up the New York Daily News or whatever the fuck it is, and on the front cover is an article about truth and how it was popping. So he opens up the newspaper article, and right at the top it says Stern brings life to truth, and Ghost is pissed the fuck off. So we switch back to Holly being in questioning, and the detective asks Holly about Tommy and asks what type of relationship they got. And she's like, we're fucking. Like, I like the 69. He likes to butt fuck. Like, what? What more do you need to know, sir? The detective asked her about his family, his friends, his apartment. Do she know about any guns? If she knows about any drugs. And Holly is a smart street bitch. She down for the cause. She pleads the fifth. She like, I don't know shit about nothing. I don't know what you talking about. When me and him get together, it's a bunch of fucking and sucking. I don't know nothing about anything else outside of us using butt plugs and shit. Like, I don't know nothing else. So they call her bluff, and they're like, okay, so if you don't know nothing, pick up the phone and call. So that bitch get to calling, and the phone get to ringing, and she's sitting there, and Holly already pale in the motherfucker, but that bitch was looking like Casper at that point. Her heart was beating up out her chest, and so thank God the phone went to fucking voicemail, and that bitch smiled. She was like, ha, y'all thought y'all had me. You didn't. So Ghost calls himself going to the golf course to check Stern about this whole newspaper article, and why he wasn't mentioned. And Stern was basically looking at him like, nigga, haven't you gotten the clue? You are my slave, young black sir. Like, you just need to start calling me massa. Like, what about this don't you get? And so Stern ain't even here for what Ghost ass talking about, and neither am I, because I'm like, nigga, you need to realize you are a coon in this situation, and this is Big Daddy. So Stern is like, look, I'm having this party in a few days. Why don't you stop on through? I got some associates of mine that I would like for you to meet. And so Ghost is like, all right, dude, whatever, I'll be there. Then we see Ghost going to Truth, He goes into his office and he's looking over shit over on his desk, and he comes across the account book. And so apparently Kanto slipped up and left it. So Ghost opens up the account book and he's looking over the numbers. He's like, this shit can't be right. They're fixing the numbers on his ass. But before we can even get all off into that, there's a knock at the door. And guess who's at the motherfucking door? Greg ass. Greg soft ass is at the motherfucking door, and Ghost is shocked. He like, oh shit, am I about to go to jail? Have they got me? It's time to clink the booty. Like, what the fuck is going on? So Greg comes into the office and he asks Ghost about Tommy. And Ghost is like, you know, that's my homeboy. We grew up together. He's a silent partner in all our businesses. You know, like, what's up? And and so Greg asks him, you know, well, how did he come across this money to invest in all of y'all businesses? And Ghost is like, I don't know. His grandma died. He got the insurance money. I don't know, like, what do you want me to tell you? Go back to the precinct, and Angela is throwing a motherfucking hissy fit because she can't go in there and question Holly. And she's talking to her boss. She's like some, making the pito or whatever. Some shit she got to speak in Spanish. And basically that bitch just said, this is some bullshit. And so her boss said, what you say? And so her boss said, you know what? Wait a minute, we're going to handle this shit right here, right now. So he steps out on the side of her and presses the little button. So can't nobody hear what the fuck is going on in this room. So he steps up into Angela's face and gets to talking some nombre poquito, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete to this bitch. Like, bitch, I know Spanish too. Don't think I ain't just heard what the fuck you said to me. And so he reads her ass for filth in Spanish. He tells this bitch that he don't trust her, that he's the boss, and that she ain't, and that she act like a little girl. Baby, when he called her a little girl, I was here for his little fine white ass. I was like, yes, read that ignorant bitch for filth. So then they get a knock on the door, and somebody tell them that the Cleveland DA is on the line. And so the boss tells him, since you so itching to work, go handle that. So Angela goes and takes the phone call in her office, and the Cleveland DA tells her that the witness in Holly's case recanted their testimony. So basically, she's a free bitch. She ain't got no charges against her. Y'all need to let her the fuck go. And I'm like, damn it, I thought we was about to get rid of this bitch. So Ghost, in one of his Brooks Brothers suits, is walking down the street, and he gets a phone call from Lobos. And Lobos basically tells him, I'm coming into town earlier, and bitch better have my money. Y'all should know me well enough. Bitch better have my money. Please don't call me on my buff. Pay me what you owe me. Ballin' bigger than LeBron. And Ghost is like, God damn, like I ain't even got through all my shit yet. How in the fuck am I gonna get this nigga his money this fast? But he plays it off. He's like, all right, I got you. It's all good, my dude. Like, I got you. I got you, Poppy. It's nothing. It's not a problem. All right. Let's go to the money spot where fine ass Julio is. I don't know the actor name that plays Julio, but you need to be my baby daddy. So Ghost goes to the stash spot, and I mean that motherfucker is piled high every corner with dough. It's just money everywhere, money everywhere, money everywhere. And so Ghost looking around like, all right, shit, y'all motherfuckers is getting to work. Good going. Everybody get a gold star. So Julio tells him that, you know what, Ruiz is killing it. I mean, I can't tell this nigga to slow the fuck down. There's so much money coming in, but shit, let that nigga go to work. So Ghost is looking like, oh really? Like this nigga moving weight like that? Okay, mental check. And so he texts Tommy and tells Tommy to meet him at Ruiz's spot. And so Ghost informs Julio that they need to double up because they got to get this money to Lobos faster than what the fuck they had originally expected. And so Julio was like, you know, the Connect ain't never needed his money this fast. Like, what's the problem? And so Ghost, feeling himself, he puts his dick on the table and he like, you know, would you just calm down and count this money? I got this, okay? I'm the boss, sir. So we switched back to the precinct, And Angela and Greg are in Angela's office, and Angela learns that Holly was shot the night of the murder with the little Puerto Rican dude. I forgot the little nigga name. In the midst of all that, Greg tells her that he went to go see Ghost. And she looked like, why is it? Why is it? You went to go see who, sir? And so she looking like, what the fuck this nigga going to see Ghost for? And so he like, what, you mad because you ain't get to go interrogate him? But she plays it the fuck off. So it then dawns on Angela that there is a possibility that Tommy might have been with Holly the night she got shot, whether it be on the ride in the ambulance or at the motherfucking club. But either way, if he was with Holly the night of the shooting, then her whole case is blown the fuck out and she don't have one. And I'm like, yes, bitch. I can't stand that hoe. Then we see Ruiz, and he's feeding his pet snake a mouse, and Ghost is standing on the sideline looking like, what the fuck kind of nasty ass shit is going on over here? Like, you know what? Let me hurry get the fuck up out of here. And so Ghost asks Ruiz to round up his little Puerto Rican friends, his little essays or whatever the fuck, and that he needs them to go kill Serve. I think that's how they kept on saying that man named Serbian, whatever the fuck. And so Ruiz is like, you know what? If that's what you want, I'll do it. But I'm gonna need access to Lobos, homeboy. And so Ghost is sitting back in the chair, all propped up. You know, that nigga think he cool and shit. He like, but it didn't go well for you the first time you met up with him. And so Ruiz is looking like, oh, you know, nigga. And Ghost is looking like, yeah, I know about it. Lobos told me. And so he like, look, fuck what you talking about. If you go kill Serve, I'll give you Serve territory. And so Ruiz thinks about it. He's like, you know what? Money is money. More territory means more money, more bitches, more problems. All right, I got you. So he's in. So as he's telling Ghost that he's in, Ghost gets a text message from Tariq saying he's at his hotel waiting on him. So Ghost is looking like, well, what the fuck? Like, my kid, I forgot I even had a goddamn kid. Jesus, like, what the fuck? I got to go. Little Tariq sitting outside Ghost's hotel room with his Beats by Dre's on, and he listening to some music, he vibing out. And so Ghost walks up on him and sit next to him, and Tariq tells him, you know, I just want to see you, Dad. I missed you. Like, nigga, you ain't never at home. You ain't never around. Shit, I forgot I even had a goddamn dad. And so what Ghost want to know is, how the hell did you find me? Ghost is just like a nigga. The first question he asks his poor child is, how did you find me? Like, not, hey son, I love you, I miss you, but how did you find me? Because I don't want to deal with you niggas. What about that don't you get? So Tariq says, you know what, when you called from the hotel, I got the hotel address, and I came up here, and then I act like I didn't know what room I was supposed to go to, and I just sat out here. So Ghost smiles, and he looking like, this nigga chip off the old block. He ain't gonna be shit neither. So, he asks Tariq, did your mother know you're here? He's like, yeah, Ma knows I'm here. She just told me to be back before it gets dark. So, Ghost like, look, I know you miss me, but you really here for something else. What is it? So, Tariq passes him a little note. He like, here, Dad, don't laugh at me, though. So, Ghost opened up the little paper, and he get to reading, and he looking like, all right. All right. Oh, okay. And so he's like, so you got a little girl at school named Tracy that like you. She thinks you got a cute smile. So Tariq was like, yeah. And so he was like, well, what's the problem? He was like, well, I mean, she cool and all, but I like somebody else. And so Ghost was like, oh, shit, this nigga more like me than I thought. Man, this nigga got more in common than I expected. Okay, let me rap to this little nigga. So he tells Tariq, you know what, just be honest, because it's not worth being stuck between two women. He was like, nigga, if I could tell you, I would. Like, your daddy is over here stressed the fuck out dealing with these bitches. So Tariq like, all right, Pops, thanks for the advice. Let's go up in the room and watch some motherfucking NBA, because the nigga wants to see this game. So finally go spend some time with his goddamn kid, and I'm shocked. So we're back at the precinct again. And Angela comes in the room. She tells her boss, look, boss, if we can catch Holly in a lie about Tommy being at the club the night she got shot, then we can get her to work with us. And I'm like, now wait a minute, Jesus. Didn't I just hear the Cleveland DA tell this bitch that this bitch ain't got no criminal charges to let this bitch go? She has failed to tell this man the fucking truth. And this is why I don't like Angela, because she is a fucking dirty, snake ass bitch that is willing to do anything and everything for personal gain. I cannot stand that lying asshole. That's why the last 10 minutes of this fucking episode was everything. Karma is a motherfucking bitch. So the boss is like, good idea. All right. So Angela opens the door like, shit, I'm about to go in there and finally get to interrogate this bitch. He said, no, girl. Bring your ass on back. Bring that ass here, boy. And so he like, no, I'm about to go question her. And Angela's pissed the fuck off. She was like, God damn it, I can't never catch a break in this motherfucker. So Tommy goes over to Ruiz's apartment in the sky, and Ruiz informs him that Ghost has already been here and that Ghost wants him to kill Serve and that he's going to get Serve territory. And Tommy's looking like, what? Like, this nigga ain't told me shit. He's like, look, you know what? I know you excited about this new opportunity, but let me go holler at Ghost because I got a different plan in action. And so as he's leaving out, Ruiz turns to his friend and he was like, you know what? It's trouble in paradise. So as Tommy's leaving, he's walking down the step, he calls up Julio. And he asks Julio, he's like, Julio, you still fucking that little Serbian bitch? And Julio was like, nah, I ain't knocked that down in a minute. And he was like, well, shit, did you bang her back out well enough that she'd tell you where Serve's stash spot's at? And I'm like, shh, I can answer that question for you because Julio knows how to do it and do it well. So we see the boss. I gotta find out that nigga name. The boss at the precinct, the fine ass white boy, going to the interrogation room with Holly. And so he done went down to the Whole Foods and got Holly a nice little sandwich. Looked like she had a little tuna sandwich, maybe a little chicken salad sandwich. And he got a little, you know, a little juice in a little nice little bottle. Like he spent a little, like $2, $3 on a little juice. And so he gives her the food, like, eat up. Everything's fine. Eat up. So she gets to eating her food. And he brings up the fact that Holly, mama is basically a hoe and didn't want to have shit to do with her if she had a man. And then basically he grew up the same kind of way too. So Holly's like, oh, so you must be the good cop. He's like, no, I'm not the good cop. I can just relate because, you know, I went from foster home to foster home too. And so Holly was like, well, how did you make it to be rich? And he was like, I did this, that, whatever. And so he was like, I know how it feels to just want to feel secure and feel like you have a family. And so Holly begins to connect with him. I'm like, Holly, don't you fucking break. Don't you believe nothing that this motherfucker say. And so he asked her about the night she got shot. And he says, you know, was Tommy there with you? And she was like, I can't remember. And he was like, well, I can tell you because EMT says that he wasn't there with you when you got shot. And he asked her, you want to know where he was at the night you got shot? And so it cuts off and it goes to the next scene. She just sitting there and I'm just sitting there like, well, what the fuck he about to say? So Ghost and Tarika in the king size bed, eating some Domino's, eating some good old Domino's wings. They got them a good extra large pizza. They got some cheesy bread up in this shit. They got the little chocolate cake, the little lava cake and shit. And they eating it up good. And I'm like, nigga, give me a slice. And so as they're sitting up there eating their pizza and wings, it's a knock at the door. So Ghost goes to the door and Tommy's like, what the fuck? And so Ghost stands to the side and like, nigga, my kid is hurt. I know I don't never have this motherfucker, but he's here today. Calm your ass the fuck down. So he takes Ghost takes Tommy into the bathroom. And Tommy tells him, you know what? That little idea you came up with to kill Serve, you doing way too much, bruh. You need to chill out. There's a different way. Look. What about if we cut off this nigga pipeline and he has no other choice but to come to us? And he says, you know, because we got way too much heat on us from Angela, your side bitch, to be out here just killing motherfuckers and starting a big ass war. Like, you ain't think this shit out, bro. So Ghost is like, yeah, you right. That is a smart ass idea. But how we gonna do it? How we gonna get to this motherfucking stash house? We don't know where the shit at. So Tommy's like, nigga, I already did the work. I called up Julio. Julio know where the stash spot's at. Everybody's down. We ready to go. Let's do it tonight because Service having a motherfucking party and we can hit his spots up tonight. So Ghost is like, you know what, nigga? You did your motherfucking homework. Good going. Let's do this shit, but let's make sure that our name ain't connected with this shit at all. We can't have this shit tied back to us. And as a matter of fact, let's bring Dre in on this to see if he can earn his motherfucking stripes. Let's see how much heart this nigga got. So him and Tommy dap each other up and he said, yo, do me a favor. Drop this little nigga off because, I mean, I didn't spend an hour with him. That's enough. I'm done for the next 6 months. Take this nigga home. So then we see Tommy and Tariq coming into the house and Tasha is pissed. So Tasha is like, Tariq, where the fuck have you been and why the hell have you not been answering your phone? Have you lost your goddamn mind, little nigga? You don't pay no bills up in this motherfucker for you to be running around the streets of New York like you grown. And so he was like, Mom, I was with Dad. And so she was like, you was with your daddy. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get your ass in a minute. Take your ass back in that goddamn room. Me and you gonna talk in a second. So as the little boy leaves the room, Tommy like, what's up, Tosh? You know what I'm saying? How you doing? And she's like, nigga, are you really talking? You talking to me? You know what? You can escort your white lily ass on the fuck up out of here. And so Tommy looking at her like, damn, what the fuck I do? And she was like, you know what? You ain't shit. Because you could have told me that nigga was fucking that bitch. And Tommy stands up like, damn, like, fuck. And Tommy says, I ain't feel like it was my place to tell you. And she was like, it wasn't your place to tell me, nigga. I thought me and you was family. I thought me and you was better than that. But obviously we ain't. You know what? Get your ass the fuck over when I'm out of here. Because I'm tired of seeing your ass. And so Tommy walks off. And he's looking all sad and shit like he about to cry. And then a thought comes into his head. And he turns and he says to Tasha, you know, Tasha, would you blow up our spot over this? And Tasha looks at him like she has really truly been insulted. Like, I can't believe this nigga tried it with me. Tasha looks at him and says, get the fuck out. So we back outside the precinct and Angela gets into the car with Ghost. And Ghost says to her, you know, some detective Greg came by my office today to see me. Is this the same Greg that you was fucking? And she was like, yeah, but I didn't know that he was going to come question you. I didn't know until after the fact. And so Ghost says, you know what, should I be worried? And she's like, no, Poppy, you don't have nothing to worry about. It's about Tommy. It's about Tommy. I swear to God, you don't have nothing to worry about. But you know what? Since I've been honest with you, now it's time for you to be honest with me. Where was Tommy the night of the shooting at Truth? And Ghost looks at her and says, I don't motherfucking know. Like, what? Girl, what? And so Angela says, if you did know, would you tell me? And Ghost is like, I mean, yeah, I would tell you, but I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. She was like, you know what, I'm telling you, Ghost, like, shit is getting really real, and I'm getting closer to arresting Tommy. And so Ghost says to her, well, when and if you do decide to arrest him, will you let me know beforehand? And she's like, yeah, Daddy, I will tell you. You have nothing to fucking worry about. I just need to know that you're being honest with me. Because I don't want this coming back on you or me. And so Ghost has to remind her that if he wanted to, by now he would have tipped Tommy off to this investigation that they're doing on him. But that he has not done that. And that she can fucking trust him. So we go back home to Tasha and Tariq. And Tasha tells Tariq that his ass is on fucking punishment. He ain't playing the Xbox. That phone is getting took. The motherfucking Beats by Dre is gone, goddammit. The MP3s is gone. The damn flat screen is gone, goddammit. The lotion for him to beat his little dick is gone. Nigga, your ass is on fucking punishment. So Tariq says, you know, I just really want to see my dad. Like, I miss him. And so Tasha tells him, well, look, your dad ain't gonna be around. I mean, I know he wasn't around at first, but now he really ain't gonna be around. And any question that you might have, nigga, you better come ask me. And so Tariq asks her why. And she says, well, shit, the next time you see your dad, you better ask him. Ghost goes to Stern party, and as soon as he walks in, All them crackers is looking at him like, who the fuck is this nigga and why the fuck is he here? Because I don't see this nigga walking around with a tray asking, do we want to drink? So what the fuck is this nigga doing here? So as he's walking around the party, we then switch to Tommy and the crew rob and serve. So Ghost is walking around and he comes across Stern's wife. She's sitting at the bar and he reintroduces himself to her. So the bitch sitting at the bar reading her little good book. She's sitting there and he said, Mrs. Stern? And she looks up and she's like, yes. He was like, Ghost, you know, I came to your house a few months back. And she was like, oh, yes. Your wife's name was Tasha. Oh, okay. And so he was like, you know, is your husband around? And she was like, he might be. He might be somewhere doing something that he ain't got no business doing, I'm sure. Anything else you want? I mean, because you really disturbed me from reading this good book by Keisha Irving. That would be me. So Ghost then walks around, and as I'm noticing, this nigga had a good old eyes wide shut party. I mean, everybody's fucking. We see threesomes going on with bitches. We see a nigga getting his dick sucked by one bitch, the other bitch fucking him in the ass. Everybody just fucking, and Ghost is looking like, well, where the fuck am I at? And I'm like, nigga, where the fuck are you at, goddamn? Because everybody's getting it in. And I'm looking like, what kind of freaky ass shit is Stern ass on? This freaky motherfucker. I knew he had a little jingle in his tingle and his bingle in his ass. I knew somebody been playing with that booty hole. So then we see Tommy outside of Sir's building. He tags the building, fuck you gypsies. And I think Julio asked, what you doing that for? He was like, look, nigga, let me handle this. I got this. And so that was to throw Sir off as to who the fuck then robbed his ass. So Ghost finds Stern, and when he finds Stern, Stern is walking out of the back with another man. And I'm like, I knew that nigga liked to take it in the booty. You can't tell me no different. He wants to fuck the shit out of Ghost. He want Ghost brown booty meat so goddamn bad. He want that boy pussy. So Ghost asks him, you know, like, what you want? But Ghost is looking around like, nigga, I don't want no parts of this freaky white folk shit. Let me hurry get my black ass the fuck out of here for everybody be in this motherfucker fucking me. So Ghost and Stern are talking, and Stern says to him, you know, you really did a good job on that vibe party considering the amount of money that I gave you to throw it. He's like, you know what? You have a hustle in you that I just do not have in me anymore. Like, I can't do what you do. And so he offers Ghost a plethora of white pussy. I mean, it's just a whole lineup of white bitches that's ready to fuck on his command. He's like, whichever one you want, you can have. He's like, it's me, myself, I'm tired of fucking these blinds. Like, I'm just done with it. I don't ever have to fuck another blind if you pay me. And his wife is standing off to the side just disgusted. Like, I mean, she is disgusted by this whole thing. She just want to go home and lay the fuck down and watch Lifetime. But no, she's here at this freak party with her crazy ass husband. So Ghost says, I'm good. No, this was when shit got good. The last 10 minutes of power gave me everlasting motherfucking life. So Tasha knocks on Ghost's door. She like, knock, 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 knock. So Ghost comes to the door and he opens it. And so Tasha says, you should have told me that Tariq came here with an attitude. So Ghost says, come on in, Tasha. So as she's walking in, this nigga unloosen his tie because this nigga is ready to talk. This nigga want to come home so motherfucking bad. He don't know what to do with himself. He is tired of sleeping in this goddamn hotel room, eating out every night. He missing that bitch pork chops, rice and gravy, and a corn on the cob. He missed that big ass, comfy ass bed of his. He always reminiscing in and shit. He wants to come the fuck home. So Tasha asks him, what did Tariq want? And Ghost tells him the story about the little girls and how he can't choose between his hoes. So Tasha said, oh, well, now I see why he came to visit you, because you know all the answers to that shit, don't you? He came to the right goddamn person. So she says, well, what did you tell him? And he says, I told him to do better than what I've done and to be a better person than me. And he says, look, Tasha, can you just sit down so we can talk? She's like, I'm not here for that. Nope, bruh. No, I ain't got time for it. No panties dropping tonight, bro. It ain't gonna happen. I was trying to throw this chocolate pussy at you. You never wanted it. Don't try to get it now. I mean, I love the way they played this shit, because this nigga just want to talk. He just want to talk so he can get in her motherfucking head, get in that so he can get the fuck home. But Tasha ain't having it. And I'm like, yes, bitch. Be strong. Hold on to your lover. Ooh. So Tasha says, you know what? Listen, I can handle Raina and Yaz. I don't think Yaz is still alive. I think that bitch really did. I think that baby choked on that little thing from season 1. That's why we ain't seen her. We ain't seen her since that episode. But anywho, so she says, I can handle Raina and Yaz, but I can't raise no man. And then the bad thing about it is that shit, your ass can't raise a man neither. And I was like, read this nigga for filth. And so Ghost is looking at her like, you know what, bitch? You got one more slick ass line to get off and I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. But I'm gonna play it cool because I want to come the fuck home and I know I can't pop the fuck off. So Ghost once again tries to reason with her. And she ain't have. She said, no, no. But let me just hit you with this little nugget. The next time you see your son, he gonna have a lot of questions to ask you. And I hope your ass is prepared to answer him. And Ghost is standing there like a goddamn kid that's about to get a whooping. I'm like, yeah, that's what your ass get, motherfucker. Because your ass want to be out here slanging dick to all these Puerto Rican hoes. And the best part of the fucking episode. The detectives are showing Holly photos of Q-Dub's murder. And so they showing her all the pictures of the murder that night and the blood on the wall and everything. They like, well, Tommy's car was in that vicinity that night. You sure you ain't gonna work with us? And that bitch is holding strong. She was like, he did not do this. My boyfriend is not a fucking drug dealer. I don't know what to tell y'all. They was like, bitch, you know what? You going to jail. We tired of talking to you. Come on, put this bitch on the bus. So she said, look, I gotta go use the bathroom. I gotta go pee. Can I go use the bathroom? So they let her go to the bathroom. So they cut to Angela and Greg inside the interrogation room. And Angela says she knows who the fuck Tommy is. That's why the fuck she's not talking. Because she already knows that he's a drug dealer. And she don't give a fuck. That's why she's not fucking talking. And Greg was like, well, it really don't matter because she about to go to jail anyway. She about to go to Cleveland, Ohio. And Angela slips underneath her breath and says there is no fucking Cleveland. And Greg says, what you say? And so she acts like her phone started ringing and it's her sister Pass. Oh, girl, that's you. Hold on, let me go. I gotta go take this phone call, Greg. I'll be right back. And I'm looking like this trifling bitch here with her lying ass. And so they skip to the bathroom. And so Holly is inside the bathroom stall. And she is freaking losing her shit because she knows she's about to go to Sing Sing. So this bitch is like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? So as she's losing her fucking shit, Angela brings her ass into the motherfucking bathroom. And so she says, listen, Holly, I can help you. Just let us know that Tommy is ghost and I will get you out of this mess. I'm your friend. I understand how you grown up. I can fucking help you. Just let me fucking help you, mommy. I got you. I'm Angela Valdez. I got you, girl. Girl motherfucking power. We have to stick to fuck together. And so Holly says, Angela Valdez. I done heard that before. Angela Valdez. So she creaks. She looks through the little peephole in the bathroom stall. She look like, and she's, ain't that bitch that ghost was fucking that is that bitch. So she steps out. And Holly says, I know you. You fucked James and Truth up against the wall. He's cheating on Tasha with you. And Angela said, no. I don't know what you're talking about. James St. Patrick doesn't have anything to do with this. I don't know what you're talking about, girl, but you got it all wrong. I'm going after Tommy. Tommy is ghost. And Hallie says, is that what you told them? You convinced those fuckheads that Tommy is ghost? You're protecting James? And Angela realized this bitch been called up. She's like, I don't know what you're talking. I was like, yes, Holly, get this bitch. So Holly like, bitch, don't start all that stutter now. She's like, you know what? Oh wow, you didn't know, did you? She said, you dumb bitch. You're the one sleeping with ghosts, not me, baby girl. So Angela is shell-shocked. This bitch don't know what the fuck to do. She's like, what the fuck is going on? So she says, Holly says, I want out of this. And I want Tommy out of this too. Or I'm going to go in there and tell your partners that you're fucking the real ghost. So Angela's like, no. We're not about to do that. Look. Hold up. Wait. He's like, look, girl, let me work out a deal with you. If you can give me all the information that I need that says that James St. Patrick is ghost, I will get the charges in Cleveland, Ohio dropped and get you released right now. But you have to show me proof that James St. Patrick is ghost, and I will help you to help me to help you. And so Holly was like, okay, bitch, I'm gonna work with you. I got you. All right. So she leave out the room, and Angela take her ass into the stall, and she locks herself in the fucking bathroom, and she's standing up against the wall, and she's thinking back on all the good times she and Ghost had. He was cracking that back, eating her pussy like it was annihilator. When they used to play fight in the bed and shit. And this bitch has lost it. She like, So this bitch so distraught, y'all. She sat her ass on that goddamn toilet seat. And I was like, ew. You know you going through it when you sit on a damn public stall. This bitch sitting on the stall, clutching her chest like she about to have a heart attack. She's like, why, Jamie? Why? We'll never be able to have interracial kids now. Oh my God. And I was sitting over here screaming like, yes, this bitch finally got her fucking just due, because this bitch has planted so many fucking negative ass seeds in the world. This bitch, every chance she get, she's out for sale. She don't give a fuck about the fact this nigga married with kids. This is what the fuck your bitch ass get. Oh, after she get done crying, Angela pulls herself together. She walks out the bathroom, and Greg is seeing her walk out the bathroom. She's like, you alright? Because, you know, this bitch looked like she done been through it. Like she done got ran over by a car. And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. So then Angela goes home, and this bitch is weary. She looks weary. Like she has walked 900 miles to get home. She walking in the building. Jamie, what are you doing here? And he's like, you know what, I just want to talk to you about earlier because, you know, I came with you wrong about the whole Tommy thing. So as they talking, we see a man outside her building with a bottle of wine. I'm like, hey, is that you? You bring another bitch some wine? And no, it's Greg. Greg was about to come comfort her like he always do, like a little soft ass nigga he is. And he spots Angela and Ghost ass together. And he's standing there like, what the fuck? This bitch act like she don't, you know, got no relationship with him like that. So he got his little sneaky ass in the car, and he watches them as they walk out the building together. And Angela's so goddamn broken down, this bitch can't even walk straight. And so as they walking, she finally pulls herself together. She said, so baby, how was work today? And it goes the fuck off. And I was like, God damn it. 50 Cent and Courtney, whatever the fuck your last name is, y'all motherfucking did it again. Episode 5. Woo! That shit gave me life. That shit was fucking everything. I thought episode 4 was good, but that last 10 minutes of episode 5, baby, gave me fever. We still got 5 more episodes to go, y'all. It's a 10 episode season. I'm gonna be a writer on fucking next season. I'm gonna be working on goddamn me Power before this shit go off the earth. I'm naming it and claiming it in the name of Jesus, because this show is fucking everything and I need to get my foot in it. Yes, God. Yes, sir. Fuck you, Angela. I can't stand that bitch. Team Tasha all the motherfucking way. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching this shit. I will be back next week with episode 6 review. Have a great fucking night.